Shortcomings, football cards, we're here to light the fire. Spitting facts and stats, you know we never tire. Bringing the heat up, have action, won't retire. Busting through the mic, our voices never expire. We ignite the spirit, never fading out. Light the torch, USC fans rise up high. On this podcast, we aim for the sky. Knowledge and entertainment never lie. Together we stand, let the truth amplify.
All right, Trojan fans, welcome back to another live show for the Light the Torch podcast. And today we got the full cast here. It's been a while since we've had the full cast, so treasure it. Hopefully it continues like this here. So we got to my right, we got Mr. B Jones. How's it going?
Right on.
All right, and to my bottom right, we got Guns, Mr. Gunner Atterbury. Views from the stands. Follow him on YouTube, and also follow our Twitch channel. We do stream the College Football 25 game there, and if you want to join the Cal Southern Centaurs, just go ahead and hit that little join button, and just for $1.99 you can join that team here. But yeah, how's it going, Guns?
Yeah, doing good.
All right, and then we have Mr. Raul Flores. He is trucking along today. He's not feeling the greatest, but he's here. He couldn't miss the roast of the Oregon Ducks. So
yeah,
how's it going, Raul? Besides being sick,
feeling a bit under the weather, but he couldn't miss this opportunity. So had to fight on through and make it to the show, and be able to roast some ducks. It'll be charred duck for dinner tonight. My household.
All right, and like what we were just talking about, we will be roasting the Ducks, the Oregon Ducks, properly today because they got their ass kicked, and we're happy about it. And we're also going to be talking some transfer portal updates. We definitely got some transfers coming in through the portal just recently within the last 24 hours here. So we'll go ahead and talk about that and maybe what else we would like to see come through that portal. But all right. Did we want to start with the transfer portal update, or do we want to just go into start roasting the Ducks? Which one? Which one do you guys want?
Let's do the roast. Okay,
all right. So we're going to be roasting the Ducks here. All right. So Raul, I know you have little energy right now, but go ahead, since you and B Jones were at this game representing the USC Trojans here, and some fellow Ohio State Buckeye fans were having fun with you guys. So how was that game, by the way, Raul?
No, it was a great time. Some people call it boring. I thought it was one of the best games I've been to. So I don't know if it was boring. Maybe a bunch of boring Oregon fans out there. They look sad.
You live in Oregon, so
they were dead basically since the very first quarter. They didn't know what to do. People weren't saying anything. They were just quiet. There was a guy there that he was just looking at his phone. It was an Oregon fan, by the way. He was pretty much out of it mentally already by the end of the first quarter. He's they were celebrating when they got a first down, I think midway through the second quarter or something like that. They were celebrating a first down. So it was pretty embarrassing for them for them to be the number one team in the nation and the so-called SEC of the West, or the team out west, whatever they want to self-proclaim name they gave themselves. They definitely didn't do anything, or I guess they lived up to the hype, right? Because the SEC is overrated this year. So yeah, it was a great time. But the Duck fans didn't say anything to us, and there was a bunch of USC fans representing.
That's good.
But I'll pass it on to B Jones. I don't want to say everything here.
Yeah, so basically, like Earl was saying, man, we were represented. We had to let them know exactly whose house they were in. They're in our second home in Pasadena, so we had to make sure they didn't tear up the place. Oregon fans, man. I've never been so happy to see a bunch of people sad in my life. And we was talking all kind of trash, and there was nothing they could do about it. It's just they could look at us, but they couldn't say nothing, man. So, one thing that did fly under the radar that not I haven't seen too many people talk about, or I haven't seen too many media clips about it. Reggie Bush did get inducted into the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame.
Oh, nice. I did see him. I did see him show up next to Pat McAfee and all. So
Yeah, I was unaware that was happening, and yeah, so it's good to see Reggie right in front of our faces, man. So
He
yeah,
was
man.
wearing his USC sweatshirt or something, but he was wearing USC gear.
he was representing USC. Okay.
Yeah.
We did end up getting seated next to another Trojan. Shout out to Kevin, I think his name was, Aru. If I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Kevin.
So.
Yeah, he did subscribe. So yeah, man. So it was cool, man. It was a lot more Trojan fans than we thought would be there. We thought we'd be the only ones representing the Trojans there, but there were quite a few of us.
And like B. Jones said, no Duck fan said anything to us, like nothing. Like I was expecting a little bit of a fight, but nothing. Which is a little
that's what
disappointing.
we come to expect from them, though.
I was expecting a little, so it could just be a little bit extra fun for me, but no one said anything to us.
There's nothing good to say. Hey, SEC of the West, right? That's them.
Yeah,
showed, right?
really.
They fell in line with the rest of the SEC.
And then I don't know, there were some fans behind us that were like, "Should we leave already?" This is like literally second quarter, halfway to the second quarter.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because there was sunshine for them to actually go and do some stuff. Like we say that to everyone, is that there's a lot of stuff to do for California. So
whoa, Kenneth Wynn here. Third best, bro. Come on, man. You better not say Air Force. You better not say Chair Force in front of him. Anyway,
he's trying to get you off your game.
yeah, man. He almost got me right there. Yeah. But anyways, man. Hell no. All right, anyways.
All right. Blakey Chan, what about you, Guns and Blakey Chan? What do you have to say about the game?
It was definitely great to see. It was cinema, as the kids would say these days. It was cinema. Like it was all that I expected and all that I needed.
I heard you were sick, but then you felt better.
Yeah, I started to feel better. Like I guess roasted duck did really do the trick for me. I had duck soup, so like that duck and noodle soup. So it definitely made me feel better. I started to feel a little pep in my step the moment that I saw Jeremiah Smith wide open in the corner of the end zone, and he made that guy on ice skates go the opposite way. So that definitely helped.
What about you, Guns? What do you have to say, man?
Real quick, was that play Jeremiah Smith right in front of you guys, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, that was right in front of us.
Just
one you talking
wide.
about?
Just you see him wide open from the start.
He was
pretty
wide
much.
open. Yeah.
Wait, which one? What are you talking about?
The Jeremiah
When he
Smith
was wide
touchdown.
open.
He had three, I think.
Oh, the
first one?
the second one where he put the
Second one.
safety in the spin.
No,
Kind
that
of
was
did
on
like a little double move, kind of.
No,
Yeah,
that was right in front of us, B. Jones.
Yeah.
reporter.
I think second. I want to say maybe.
You're talking about when he was
Second,
wide
third,
open, right?
second. Yeah, it was wide open. Wide open. Yeah. Wide
Yeah,
open.
but he did the double move. Hit the
Yeah,
corner.
that was clean.
No, that was on the opposite side, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I was loving it from the start. I mean, a little disappointing that I didn't get to see the actual first touchdown live because of how the Texas ASU game, excuse me,
Yeah,
was going. And I'm actually very surprised they didn't wait until that game was finished. Very surprised. But anyway, was loving it from the start. I mean, the Buckeyes came out and blitzed them. I really do think and hope. I would say really hope, not think, but yeah, hope that some of the high school kids out there really realize kind of what Oregon is going to continue to do. They're going to continue just to get these portal guys and fill these holes and try to, get the ultimate goal of a natty, which isn't going to happen because they're just not going to have a culture. I mean, it's just going to be revolving, So I really hope that this game really shines light on that for some of these young kids out there.
Well,
Yeah.
there's been rumors that they're not too happy. So
Yeah, so let's talk about some of those rumors since we're at it. Seems like we heard rumblings, before the game. I mean, this only could be rumor. We don't know for sure. It's only speculation. But from what we heard, Evan Stewart did not get injured in pregame warmups. He actually decided to opt out. So, which we'll see. How true that is, and I don't know how.
Or he was just scared because he knew what was coming, and he's like, I don't want to be part of this beatdown.
Now, see, I'd rather be it opting out because he didn't want to play for Oregon, because that just makes it sound worse for them.
We'll see. He needs to enter the portal if that's the case.
Yeah,
they have until when to enter the portal?
They have until they lost on Saturday, right?
No,
so they have.
That was
Wednesday. Yeah, sorry, Wednesday. So they have until.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. What is the 5 days? Is it just 5 days? Is it 5 business days? I've heard both. So I'm so thrown off now.
I'm pretty sure it's 5 business days. There's no paperwork is being processed over
there. And then exactly. So that extends it. And then I've heard both sides. Supposedly New Year's affected it. New Year's didn't affect it. Like
right.
Either way, he's not going to come to USC, and we don't want him to come to USC. So it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't want. We don't want those kind of. But
we don't want to pay $5 million for someone that really we don't need.
Yeah, but there were some legit fans were leaving in the second quarter.
Oh yeah, we saw the video of that.
Yeah. There was another rumor that was going around. I can't remember what it was. You guys remember by chance? In regards to locker room issues over there at Oregon.
Well, I feel bad that Gary Bryant Jr. wasted his time at Oregon just to pretty much ride the bench.
Well, that's on him. He could have transferred out after he saw the writing in the wall, and he stayed there. So that's on him.
Yeah, that is all on him. Wasted that talent.
Good decision.
He was a 5-star, right?
4-star.
4-star. Okay.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, all those guys that they recruited out of California, dropped the bag on, none of them played. 16 out of 22 of Oregon's players were transferred.
Yeah.
So, at what point do you guys start to realize that it's nothing but fool's gold over there?
Yep.
You're going your whole career for a short-term bag.
You have a guy that he can motivate you. Like I've seen his speeches, he can motivate, but can he actually coach you up and actually make you a first-round talent? Because does he have the only first-round talent that he has is Bo Nix, and like.
And now that you mentioned coaching you, like I said, I'm not gonna hate on Dan Lanning. He's a solid coach. I'll give him that. But is he elite? Is he great? I don't think he's there yet. Like Oregon did not play anybody throughout the season for them to be called this so-called national champion favorite, especially after not winning anything. Like they struggled versus teams early in the season, and they did what they were supposed to do later in the season because they still weren't playing anybody that was great. I mean, the hardest team they beat was Ohio State at Oregon, and they barely beat them. So my conclusion to them losing this game, I was like, yeah, they haven't played anybody. They're overrated, in my opinion. And sure enough, they got blown out. They got embarrassed.
It makes for
a whole nice credit, man. He definitely said that. He said it all year. And it came to fruition, just like he said it would. He said it. They're gonna drop it when it mattered most, and they did exactly that. Fell flat on their face. So, shouts out to you, bro. You did call it.
I didn't even think it was gonna be this bad, so I didn't calculate it this bad, but I knew they were gonna lose. But yeah, Dan Lanning could keep on smoking that cigar. I mean, get that off-season championship banner again to all you Oregon fans. And we were having fun leaving the stadium too. After there was Oregon fans walking on the way out to the stadium, so I was bumping. I don't know what's the name of that song, but I call it the Rusty song because he's always putting it on Twitter. That USC song.
I go to SC.
Yeah, I go to USC or something like that. Out here just bumping it, and Bijan was over here having a blast.
Oh yeah, I was turned.
And you can see Oregon fans looking just
Oregon fans
down,
disgust.
head down.
All right.
It was a great time, man. I wish it was us that was there. So I'll give them that. Oregon, you guys are the better program right now, but you know your window is closing. If you guys don't take advantage of this, I don't know when you guys are going to win something.
Listen, man. Any players watching, man, it just doesn't make sense to ruin your chance to get on the field for a couple of short-term dollars. The main goal is to get to the NFL. That's the big bag. Y'all are killing your whole career sitting on the bench at Oregon, staying at Oregon to sit on the bench for a couple of extra dollars. When the main goal is the NFL.
Oh man, Christian.
Shout out to Christian Ragland for that.
Yeah, that third team. I don't know, dude.
How did that happen, Christian? I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call you out right here. Chargers and Padres.
I was okay with the Chargers, Padres.
Well, he's
You gotta be from San Diego, then. You gotta be from. He's probably from San Diego.
He's from San Diego.
Well, the Raiders are not even Los Angeles anymore.
So what? But we're still LA's team.
I mean, he is a San Diego
Are
guy,
you?
so I mean, I understand the Chargers, Padres, but
I'll bet you anything that if the Raiders played in LA,
yeah, it's from
the opposing team would not be overtaking the stadium. No, fight on, Christian. Fight on, Christian. It's all love, man. But I don't know, man. I might have to convert you, man.
Yeah, well, he'll be a Dodgers fan soon. Don't worry, right? No, he's like, hell no.
Listen, at least you got Ken to share your Charger fandom with.
Yeah, Ken's a Charger fan for you, Christian. So he'll have your back.
I'm slowly becoming a Vikings fan.
He said, no chance.
Hey, some people choose the hard life, man.
But going back to the Oregon players from California, like Roderick Pleasant or what was his name?
Roderick.
Yeah, like him, and then he's already like a sophomore, right? Sophomore, junior, maybe.
Branch and
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Or
I don't
maybe a
know.
real-
Man.
I'm not even sure. Good.
And who was the other guy that who's that other DB that they got last year from us or this year?
Dakota Fields.
Yeah, Dakota Fields.
Yeah, man.
You probably won't see the field either. So
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
what
I mean-
that saying that you have field in your name, but yeah, you can't see the field.
Yep. I mean, I told you in that case is also a little different. You know, we spoke about that when you did flip, but there's other things that kind of went into that aside from the bad.
But yeah, no. Other than that, like that, it was just really nice just to see them pretty much get exposed and just show that they're not a blue blood as they like to try to claim they are.
And they weren't even mad out there though. That's the surprising part.
But at least have one. No, actually, you can't even just have one.
Right,
Yeah.
Brandon?
What's that?
They weren't even mad. It's like they were used to it.
Yeah, that's the funny part. It's like they couldn't even get mad. It's just like the norm for them to choke.
Even though they were undefeated
Yeah.
and had the number one seed, and they were the best player, they were the best team in all of the nation, and yet they can't be upset that they're just losing badly to Ohio State, to a team that they already beat.
Yeah, and then Dan Lanning, I don't know, not a lot of people are talking about this, but in my opinion, Dan Lanning pretty much called the game by the end of the third quarter because he punted the ball with like 4th and 4.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
It's like
fourth
you're
and-
down that much already, and you're gonna punt it. Like, why? It's
Yeah,
only a
that-
4th and 4, so it's like, I don't know. Like, you say that you're this motivational coach and all that, but then at the same time, you expect your team to fight when you're pretty much punting the ball and conceding to the opponent at that point.
right.
It just didn't make sense for me.
Real quick, shout outs to Josh Gates for the $10 dono. We have too many running backs. I guess we can go ahead and use that to segue. We can still roast the Ducks while we're still talking, but let's go ahead and start talking about.
We can move on.
I'm sure we'll still take some jabs here and there, but yeah. So transfer portal update. We did get a running back. Wayman Jordan Jr. JUCO transfer, the number 1 running back from the JUCO ranks. So that's definitely some good. He if you haven't seen his highlights, he's definitely a good running back. He has the speed. He can make the one cut up the field. So what do you guys think about this? And respond to Josh's his $10 no. Appreciate you, man. Guns, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I don't think it's too much right now. I mean, I first going this year it was pretty thin. We only had really 3, 4 running backs. 3, 4. I mean, the rest were walk-ons, and so you need that depth. This could be a sign that to bring on more bodies, we're going to run the ball more. Maybe that was a part of why Lincoln didn't want to run the ball as much. Kind of the Travis Dye effect, right? Didn't want to get these running backs hurt, so on and so forth, and lean on these young guns. I also think one person could be leaving in the future in the spring portal. We'll see, right? I think that the staff is aware of that potentially, and getting ahead of it. That's just some thoughts, but yeah, good pickup. JUCO, top guy, and I think it's him and Eli are good pickups for this portal.
All right, B Jones, thoughts?
Yeah, man. So I actually checked out his tape just a few minutes ago, like before I got home. Great get. The dude can ball, man. Once he puts that foot in the ground, he's up the field. He can fly, man. So another speedy back, which is something we need to complement Brian Jackson. In my opinion, I think we're going thunder and lightning. What I like most about our running back right now is for that second spot, man, there's competition. Right? So, yes, as of right now, there's too many running backs in the room, but it's going to play itself out. Somebody's going to be leaving, and it's the best man win. So, yeah, man. So, you can see what the boys are going to do in spring, man. They're going to be duking it out. You can never go wrong with that, man. Bring out the best in everybody. Always, it's going to elevate the running back room, man. So, yeah, I love the pickup, man. I can already see thunder and lightning, whether that's him or Eli Sanders or, regardless. But I believe he gets his JUCO years back too. So that's always plus.
Yeah, and I don't mean to jump back in, but also the incoming freshman, one has a knee injury coming into the season, and then the other running back, I mean, he was a quarterback, right, running the ball. So like there could be some development there potentially, right? So I think it makes sense. So
you know what I like about the most about this guy, and I haven't seen film or anything like that, but I don't need to watch film just to know that. Well, let me explain what I mean by that.
Please do.
Like, obviously, he said there's too many running backs, right? He's the number 1 JUCO running back. He chose to come here, even though there's going to be competition. So he's not afraid of competition. So that tells me he has a dog in him, and he's not ready. He's going to play with a chip in his shoulder, and not be afraid, to compete. So that's probably what I love the most about him right now already. That there is no guarantee that he's going to start, but he still chose to come here.
Yeah.
I really hope that we don't lose any of the running backs, but I understand that they do that some players may want to get the rock, and but B-Jack definitely needs to be a factor. I hope this doesn't scare him off. I don't think it will because he's stuck around before, but I really hope that he. I really hope this actually signifies that we're going to be running the ball a little bit more.
Well, Lincoln Riley was running the ball more in that bowl game too. So
Yeah, two running backs at double digits. I don't think we saw that since the first year came. Right? I mean, Travis
Austin
Dye and
Jones.
Austin were getting double digits. That was some fun times.
Really quick, shout out to Austin Jones for getting a head coaching job at a high school.
Yes.
yeah, Lake Elsinore, right?
Man, it's like Lakeside High School, something like that.
Something, but another USC alumni getting a chance to be a head coach, and hopefully he can start sending his players over to USC. So,
No.
but yeah, then on top of the other running back on top of the running back that we have an offensive lineman, and that was DJ. What was his last name?
DJ Wingfield.
Wingfield. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say Winfield, but yeah, DJ Wingfield, 6'4", like 315 pounds. And he could be a hybrid for both inside and outside.
Yeah, he played tackle at New Mexico, then went to Purdue, shifted inside to a guard. I think he's a solid piece to come and compete potentially for a spot. Obviously, I think there's going to be some more movement on the offensive line. But I think this is a good start. Has one of his best games was against Oregon, and I know we call them frauds. They had a pretty good front. Derek Harmon. We praised him from time to time. So I'm not sure if he played against him head to head, but yeah, had a good game against them. So I think there's some things that we can work on with.
B. Jones.
Yeah, man. I don't expect him to be the caliber of E, man. I know everybody was kind of hoping for it, but he was a starter. He's experienced, so I'm sure that would come into play. His frame can add a couple more pounds. Benny Wiley is good for that. And yeah, man. I mean, I'm not an online expert at all, so I'm gonna defer to Gabe. I think he played O-line.
I played left guard.
Okay, well, maybe you can tell me. Maybe you can be a better judge. Do you think he'll start?
Well, I haven't seen any of his tape really, but I'll go ahead and give you that a little bit later. But
Okay.
we need at this point we just need to find multiple offensive linemen in the portal. It's not just one guy just to cover for E-Man leaving. We definitely need.
Sorry, I didn't cut you up, but I'm glad you said that because I don't know if you guys all caught Carter's show earlier today. Actually, yeah, we spoke a little bit about it. Big Jenkins and I. We don't know. We don't know exactly what we have. We don't know who we have. Just like we didn't know what we had in Elijah Page before the Louisville game, right? Just like we didn't know Justin T would be able to hold it down when Elijah Page was hurt this past game against Texas A&M. So we don't know, man. The next guy may be ready to step up.
Yeah,
we don't know. We can only hope.
Maybe Zach can what is it called? Coach them up. So
right. So before we get to panicking, guys, I know. Listen, it does suck to lose E, man. Being the caliber of player that he is.
I took a picture with him and everything.
Yeah, you want to take it back now, but no.
I know.
Is he for sure leaving though? Like E-Man, he's for sure gone.
It's not set in stone yet, but it sounds like he's pretty much gone.
He hasn't put out a statement. I hope he does put some kind of statement out there.
A very weird situation. It came off guard. No one was
expecting that.
If he goes to a rival, that's some dirty work from him, man. Like I'm gonna just call it how it is. Like regardless of what's going on,
this is why you need to be at the pregame. You're not gonna put that one out there. It's just rumor.
No, I know.
So,
No, I know that. I'm saying that. I'm just saying because I don't know what's going on. I don't think anybody knows, right? From what I heard, that the staff was shocked too, right? Like,
yes,
so
staff.
that's what I'm saying. No one
players,
knows what's going on, but hopefully he's okay in terms of like family wise.
right.
And I wish you the best, E-Man, because you gave us what 2-3 years here.
2 years, yeah.
But I just hope that you don't go to a rival, because that'll be kind of messed up on your part. I'm just saying. But
Yeah.
I can't blame you if you do. I get it. But
Nah, man. Listen. So if he goes to a rival, I'm spreading the rumor that he only went to the rival because he didn't want to play Notre Dame again because he was scared to get punched in the face. Yeah.
he might transfer to Notre Dame. He said, I gotta go get this guy and battle him every day.
So that's what I'm sticking to if he goes to the rival. No, but I mean, I wish the kid the best. If it is money, if it is a financial thing, it just don't make sense. I mean, NFL would have paid him more.
Yeah,
I believe it would have been a pretty solid pick in the NFL this year.
What were they saying that he's like projected to go top three rounds? I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what's it really caught everyone off guard. So we don't know what he's gonna do. We just have to let it play out. Either way, man, we're gonna fill our needs. So I know it sucks. We got attached to the guy. We loved him in the Trojan uniform. We loved what he did, of course. But this was college football today, man. We can't get too attached to it.
But he can commit any moment, right? He can commit at any moment now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so I guess the longer it takes, maybe the better it is for USC. If like he doesn't commit to someone or he hasn't visited anyone.
I don't know at this point.
Right.
It really doesn't matter.
Any unknowns regarding
He's
this?
gone.
Yeah, so
Well, I did say this, B. Jones, at the game. I was like, Phil Knight, if he gave him a limit of $40 million this year, he said he's gonna say F that. Let's bump it up to $80 million.
yeah, probably.
Because you're gonna try to buy the players, but like I said, buying players is not gonna work.
He's desperate. So yeah,
You gotta have the right coach too at the right time. So,
but yeah, show the family, just let it play out. Let's see how things go, man. But in my opinion, the staff was expecting him to go to the draft anyway, right?
yeah.
So I'm sure they probably had made plans, probably already working the back channel trying to get a replacement for him prior to him even announcing. So we'll see what happens, man. Maybe they double back on someone they were already looking at. We'll see. I just urge you guys, don't freak out yet. Let things play out. I know it's not easy. I'm asking for a lot, not to freak out, right? But yeah, just stay patient, man. Let's see how everything plays out.
Plus, we still got the spring portal, man. So we can do some tampering ourselves if it comes down to it.
Right, we got playoff.
It's probably what it is. If he leaves, it's tampering. Because why would he enter the portal just out of the blue, right?
What is tampering? There's no rules.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's no rules.
A word.
Technically, yes, but not really. I mean, it is what it is. It's free for all right now.
Yeah. So I mean, E-Man, good luck to you. If you go to a rival, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to wish you the worst luck for that year. As long as you don't get injured, and you still make your money once you hit the NFL. But if you play against us, I'm gonna need you to leave that hole open for us.
Maybe this is the whole plan.
Cut.
Maybe we could just maybe we're sending him over there as a double agent to be the.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna end it with this. He hasn't transferred out, so there's still hope he could potentially come back, right?
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the team's doing something. Talking to him, but we'll see.
Because you're awfully quiet there, man. Come on, I need you to say something, man. I can't have you be like E-Man and not say anything.
Who talking, guys?
Well, Sorry, I
about
didn't hear.
E-Man. Like, what do you think about it? About the situation?
Oh, about E-Man? I mean, yeah, I mean it sucks. That caught us all off guard. I just hope that he's not following Henson. I hope he's not going to Oregon, and anything else, fine by me. I mean, he's rumors of getting paid by us. So I mean, everything just is just so confusing in this situation. So
Right.
I'd rather have him go to Purdue than go to Oregon.
yeah,
So
I'll accept that. Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, who wants to follow Henson, dude? I mean, you gotta have a certain vibe to hang out with him. Like.
Oh, let me address this real quick. So early, when it first happened, when we first got the news, there's a lot of BS stories going around. One was that they asked him to switch positions, so that's the reason why he's leaving. That has since been debunked. As I told you guys when I said it, wasn't here on this show. I said it on Carter's show, and I mentioned that it was just rumor. So that rumor has since been debunked. So we can kill that one. So we know that wasn't it. Like I told you guys, the whole O-line room was in shock, just as much as the coaching staff. So no one really knows the reason. So whatever you hear from whoever you hear from, just take it with a grain of salt. We just don't know. All right. Moving on.
Well, I'll pop in and give up some more transfer portal updates. I think we're good with the first two commits that we talked about. Happy they made the right decision. Good job, kids and boys out there. But all right, UTSA edge, Jamori Robinson was one of the few D linemen that visited this weekend. We feel like we're in a good spot right now. There's some admin issues going on potentially with that, so stay tuned with that. But they feel like they're in a good spot. Jeffrey Imba, I'm probably saying that last name wrong. Big D tackle, was at Auburn, went to Purdue. Sounds like he's gonna commit to Auburn. Basically, he's gonna go get that bag. So he did not end up visiting. Which is tough since we just got his teammate. So I was hoping that was going to be like an indicator, but that's not the case. South Dakota edge, McQueese Humphrey Grace, man, that's a big name. Still expect to visit. He was supposed to be visiting this weekend, didn't happen. So it sounds like as of Wednesday that will happen. North Carolina State safety Bishop Fitzgerald. As of right now, he's been in communication with Doug Belt and USC. We'll see if there's a visit in the future with that. He had 55 total tackles, 7 passes defended, 3 interceptions this past season. So had a good production, and can potentially fill a role for us. Emmett Brown, if you've heard the name, if not, he's a quarterback. I believe San Jose State hit the portal. He visited this past week. We offered him, but it does sound like he'll sign with Coastal Carolina. Again, this was more of a depth piece. That's kind of what the feeling and all that of what they're looking to do with that QB room as of now. And then lastly, Jordan Boss, decided basically we've decided that we're looking elsewhere for other needs. So it just didn't work out there for that. But hopefully the UTSA edge, the admin issues kind of clear up, because I think that'd be a big time get. A good guy can kind of bring competition to the young boys.
Okay, so
that's really the big pick. Yeah.
One thing I want to bring up to you guys, and just something that we've kind of talked about a little bit, and I know Guns has kind of been advocating for someone specific, but why haven't we had a GM yet? Like, when is this going to happen? Like, it should have happened now.
Well, so the what's his name, Connor Morset, he mentioned like in like December that we would have something in like 6 weeks. So basically it would be by end of January, right? And so we're in January. Right, so we're still in that timeline and time frame of what he said. I understand we need a GM and should have had this years ago, not even months ago. But yeah, so my feeling it is somebody NFL related, right? Could be somebody from the Chargers, could be somebody from the Rams. You know, I think somebody that really doesn't make sense, regardless of he's visited or not visited, been with us or not, is Brandon Souza. I mean, he
Gotcha.
understands the cap, does contract negotiations for the Commanders, has done it with the Lions. Like he does a lot of the things that of what Lincoln is trying to want as a GM, right? Somebody who can negotiate the contract, so on and so forth. I mean, one of our issues as well of what we had with Lincoln is that he has trust issues, right? I mean, in my opinion, I think this is one of the few guys he could trust because he took this leap, right? When Brandon reached out to him and said, "Hey, I want you to be the head coach for the Trojans," he trusted him, and obviously the money probably speaks a lot too, but still. That relationship probably is good. So I would say he would be a slam dunk. Hopefully, maybe by tomorrow we hear something. But yeah, I think it's definitely somebody NFL related.
But we just need it. This needs to happen soon. Like the fact that whoever's negotiating these contracts is
So
doing.
what does Emmerich do then? Like, I thought he was the GM. No, or more like he's not doing anything. I guess.
Yeah, there's no comment, dude. No comment. No comment.
But, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for a GM, so I mean we don't really have one if we're looking for one. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're just unfortunately, didn't want to change his title. But yeah.
What about linebacker coach? Any rumblings?
Linebacker coach?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to go.
Yeah, again, I think it's an NFL related. I hate to use that
like
as
they need
a cop out, an excuse if you want to, use that, say that. But I mean, yeah,
because they're talking about the whole Bryson Allen or Coach Ba or whatever. I think we need to get a big name rather than just promote from within. But
I want somebody that can recruit though. Like I get NFL, but can they recruit? And do they have any connections on the West Coast?
Coach Ball can't recruit. Yes, he's getting the guys here. Now, what happens after that? It's a different story. But
he likes Georgia kids. Now I know that's something. You want the West Coast, so I don't know if that'll fit your criteria there, Raul. But yeah. To answer Raglan's question, since he asked this second time, he has not visited this weekend, from my understanding. Caden Robinson, I think they're still in the works with that as well. So hopefully throughout the week or next weekend we'll hear something. I do know Chattanooga wide receiver Sam Phillips was scheduled to visit. Haven't gotten confirmation if he did, but like this tape, good route runner. Was hoping maybe we can get him as well. So,
do we really need to be putting a lot of effort into wide receivers right now? I don't know about that.
I mean,
it's not a dire need.
I mean, I don't know if this is like a lot, right? Like to me, like these are guys like that are, 3-4 depth, like wide receivers. Like they're not top dogs. Like to me, if we were getting a top dog, that to me like be classified like a lot of effort. Like they're just trying to get somebody to fill the room and whatnot. So
imagine this hire, Ray Lewis.
Only dream, man.
He'd be just as motivational as Coach Henny.
Yo, him and Riley would be an interesting, like, yeah.
I think Ray Lewis would scare Riley.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, overall, the program's trending in the right direction. I know there's been a lot of people feeling a certain way because of the E-Man news, but aside from E-Man leaving, which prior to him not leaving, after he left, we were feeling that he was gone already. So regardless, we're pretty much in the same spot.
I'd rather
where,
have him go to the NFL though.
But what I'm trying to get at is that the program is moving in the right direction. We're getting big time guys out of the portal on the offensive side, and then now defensive side too. Or said it the other way around, we got some big time defensive side players and now offensive. So yes, Ken, it's that momentum from the bowl game. You're right.
I just want to go back to Josh's statement here.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the thing, right? What I observed from that game as well is the culture. And if you look at two of the top teams in the playoffs right now, Notre Dame and OSU, they preach culture. Right? I know we hate to say it, but Notre Dame's culture is top notch right now. They have great leadership under Marcus Freeman. That guy is a leader of men. You know what I'm saying? But when you hire ex-players like Laurinaitis and Hartline, they teach what that OSU culture is to their players. And that is something that we missed for a couple of years now. I mean, we have more Trojans on staff now, former players, but that is what is missing. You know what I mean? That culture is not being taught or was not being taught in years prior, the Trojan culture. So, yeah, man, I mean, I would love for Coach Norton to come back, being that he was once Trojan in the glory days of, and he can always bring around his former players to teach that, you know what I mean? To teach what being a Trojan is all about. That's why, we're excited to have Pete around if he decides to stick with his teaching gig at USC. I know he said he wants to coach again, but I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But the thing is, go ahead.
I was going to say he needs to go and save Caleb Williams.
Well, yeah. But, yeah, that's good. But yeah, man, that has been something that I've been saying here on this show and others for a while now. Former players need to be coming back around. They need to feel at home when they do. I've heard that. Excuse me, I heard that way too many times from too many different players, too many different generations of them saying that they just don't feel at home when they come visit, when they come around the team, and when they come, go to the Coliseum, it doesn't feel like home.
Yeah,
that's never be the case.
No, they should not feel alienated.
Right. So that needs to change yesterday. So, admin, whoever's listening, if you're listening, make that happen, please. that definitely, that's disheartening to hear as a fan. These guys are our heroes. And they should come home to a hero's welcome, especially the guys from the championship teams. So that's my little rant about that. All right, proceed.
Not to change subject, but can we bring up Dale's comment, please? His recent one. Look, Dale, you forgot me, brother. All right. I did a last minute flip. All right,
Yeah.
last second flip, dude.
He
Where's
did.
my
He
love,
did.
brother? Where's my love, dude? You know what I'm saying?
He did flip. I told you guys, man, if they could be matched in the trenches, it would be a different game.
Yeah, man.
I'm
excited for that Penn State Notre Dame. That's gonna be a good matchup. I think
I want it to be
Penn
an
State
all
can
Big Ten
can give
championship.
some problems, but
Yeah, man, that'd be a good game. I think I have to go with Notre Dame on that one too, man.
I do give the edge to Notre Dame. I do.
Slight edge.
Hey, Penn State has been looking pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's gonna be a great matchup. Like,
Write that in pencil, though. I'm not saying. Yeah, just put that in pencil. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good semifinals. Not to get ahead, but yeah.
As long as Oregon is not there, that's all that really matters. Like,
Yeah.
I would have been rooting for Notre Dame against Oregon. So
I need Notre Dame to lose now.
Oh,
There was a chance, boys, that we could have had Oregon versus Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying? Like that could have been the national championship this year. Like
That would have been an easy.
that would have been.
An easy choice.
got a question for you. If somehow, some way, Notre Dame was to win a championship this year, do you think that would affect our donors and how they donate? It's a question for you guys and the chat as well. So please let us know in the chat. Do you think that would affect our donors? Do you think that they will pony up, or you think that they'll just say whatever?
I think there's still.
I mean, who really are our donors? I guess like are they true football fans? Or like who's? Because I keep hearing we got all these millionaires, boosters, or whatnot, but what are they waiting for to donate if they're serious about donating to USC football? Because
But they're not. I would say the hesitancy is because they want to see a proven product, and the last 2 years have not been that.
Or Raul, I'll let you answer this here. Josh Gates, $5 dono. Thanks for the dono, Josh. Do you think Oregon having a week extra off hurt them?
I mean, I'm a hater, but that could definitely impact them. Like, and not just them, but like everybody else that took that additional time. But I think Oregon didn't have a game for like, how long was it? Was it like 2 or 3 weeks?
About a month or so, I thought. No, yeah, it was almost a month. Because when was the Big Ten championship?
Yeah, you're right. It's almost a month.
Yeah, so I mean, it definitely has its its toll on them, because it's kind of like any other sport. When you take a long break, you start off slow, and they definitely started slow, and they just couldn't recover by the time they realized they were in a fight.
Yeah, they beat Penn State on December 6th, and then they played on the 1st. So,
so
pretty much a whole month.
Yeah. So that definitely plays a factor for sure.
Right.
I mean, all the bye teams lost that first round of the playoffs.
Did all the bye teams lose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe it could have, but who cares? They chose that life. Who cares? They're out. That's all that matters.
You know what's funny though too? Like Oregon fans were surprised that we were rooting for Ohio State. They were thinking that we were going to be rooting for Oregon. It's like, hey, former Pac-12 teams.
Oh, yeah, Pac-12, right? Like, yeah, nah.
you guys talk so much crap and act like you guys are a blue blood.
Right.
And all this crap talking. You think I'm?
Hey, Mike, let's not bring politics into this. Thank you.
But yeah. Plus,
Yeah,
you guys didn't support us when the Pac-12 was screwing us over, so
right. So yeah, that and Ohio State fans are actually surprised too. They're like, man, we thought you guys would be rooting for the former Pac-12 team.
Nah.
Anybody else? Yeah. If it was Washington,
They'll learn soon that if they just follow any USC fan, they'll know that we hate Oregon pretty much as we hate UCLA or Notre Dame.
Well, it's funny talking to some other Ohio State fans, Michigan fans. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we completely get it now. Why you guys hate Oregon so much?" But yeah, they just talk like they're really that guy and never won anything. Like, yep, that is it. That is the reason.
Yep, and it's the saddest thing ever. But
and nothing at all.
Just let them talk, because then they'll just end up disappointing their fans every year, just like the Cowboys.
It's crazy how used to it they are, though. If you guys could have seen, like they were sad, but it was like a normal sad, like what I mean?
Like, oh, we
feel like they just right after being the number one and losing in that fashion. But they're like, oh, well, it's happening again. It was that kind of sad, you know what I mean? So, it's funny, man.
They're just used to it. I mean, it's just kind of like Padre fans, Clipper fans. Who else?
What's that laugh?
Sorry, Clipper fans. Sorry, Padre fans.
This is very true right here. Josh Gates says Jeremiah Smith is not human. I think like he has the chance to actually win the Biletnikoff 2 years in a row. That dude is insane.
Yeah,
But we do have Kai Lemon and Jacoby Lane. They have something to say about it.
Yeah, no, that Jeremiah Smith is definitely a beast for sure.
He's a man amongst boys, and I'm glad we don't have to play him until the Big Ten championship.
we're putting out a message for you.
And I will.
You're gonna get smacked.
The Padres got smacked already, but I mean, just saying.
All right.
Sorry, Christian.
So
My
where you
question is, where is Jordan at? We have not seen Jordan in here. Like I thought he would have been in here celebrating.
Right.
He disappeared like Tafaf.
So, another note. I don't know if we mentioned it yet. The Branches found a new home. That is Zachariah and Zion. They found a new home. They will now be Georgia Bulldogs.
Learn how to Uber, kids. I don't want you guys to wind up like the stereotypical Georgia players. Like, please don't do anything stupid.
Yeah,
Like,
man, it's two good kids. It's an interesting pick for that coach. But what do you guys think about it?
They're good kids, and I just don't want them to do anything stupid. And I get they weren't used as properly as they, or I don't know. I just hope nothing bad happens to them.
Yeah. So what do you guys thoughts on the fit there at Georgia? I'm talking on the field. Guns.
Who's their quarterback? Is it going to be?
Yeah, I mean, to me, this honestly just furthers the speculation that they were looking for a bag. I mean,
But Miami
I hate to go in this, but I mean, like, I don't see where he's going to get the development. They have no quarterback. Yeah, Gunnar Stockton. I mean, first off, he spells his name wrong. That's number one. Number two, the guy can't really throw right, you know. So, granted, I mean, shoot, he did some things in high school. I can't really say much, but yeah, I just this is very confusing. Honestly, ASU made more sense. Go in that scheme. Hines Ward is their wide receivers coach. You guys heard about him, right? Super Bowl champ, wide receiver, Pittsburgh Steelers. Understands.
You go to Arizona State?
I believe so.
Hines Ward did?
I don't know. I'm not sure actually, but anyway, yeah. You know, he's a guy, right? He's a dog. Yes. Thank you, Gates. Yeah. I just. Hey, hope all the best, but yeah, they definitely got their bag.
He did go to, or no, he's the wide receivers coach for Arizona State. So let's see, where did he go for college? But
I forget. Yeah.
He was he
went to Georgia.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on that, bro? About the fit?
I don't think it's a good fit for, kind of like Goods mentioned. I mean, who have they really developed in the receiver room?
Lad McConkey, who had a record-breaking season.
And he don't count, man. Weak ass Chargers.
Yeah, I kind of give the old OC that went to Baltimore. And I know the timeline doesn't really match up with that, but I just, I kind of give him.
But yeah, I mean, just jokes aside, I mean, I think he could have gone somewhere else that was a better fit for him, and then Zion should have just done his own thing. Like, I get you guys are brothers, you guys want to play together. You guys did that at USC already. You guys got to look. If anything, you look out for yourself, right?
Did they get their degree, or did Zion get his degree?
Not yet. Maybe Zion. I don't know how quickly. I think this was his third year for him, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, AJ Green went to Georgia role, so there you go.
Yeah,
But as of late, I guess McConkey is one. But aside from him, like they haven't really developed anybody as of recently. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Pickens, okay, he's not great, but I'm not even trying to hate. He's underperforming in the league. You can tell that to Guns. I bet you he'll agree to that. Right, Guns?
Who's that?
Has Pickens underperformed this year?
Yeah, I'm not sold on Pickens.
I don't know. I give AD Mitchell more Texas than Georgia, but they could have McColl and Pickens. That's fine with me. But
all right. Anything else we need to talk about, boys?
USC basketball. Women, right?
yeah, women's are crushing right now against Rutgers at the moment at Rutgers. So that's good. Tough loss yesterday to Michigan. Yes, at home.
Last 4 minutes, man.
All I'm going to say, this going into this season, I wasn't expecting much, right? The whole team is portal guys. Not the normal mix. I just gotta say it's really refreshing to watch a Musselman team, man. I mean, like from what he does on the sideline to the team itself. I mean, his team versus our old coach, can't even think of his name anymore. I mean, it's night and day in my opinion. So very excited of what he can do in the future with us, and excited.
Yeah, Musselman. He's definitely. I like his coaching style.
So I have a question for you guys. Who are you guys rooting for tonight?
For
the Vikings or the
Vikings.
Lions? We got Sam
Vikings.
Darnold
Vikings.
with the Vikings, and then we got Sun God with the Lions.
Vikings. I usually go for the team with the most Trojans.
The Vikings.
But I'm closer to Amon-Ra's family, so.
Come on. They have Sam Darnold, who is the NFL's darling right now.
Oh man.
They have Jordan Addison. They have Mekhi Blackman.
He's healthy, right?
No, he tore his ACL.
That's what I thought you got hurt. Okay.
So I got, and plus I'm in Minnesota right now, and so I have to
who's your NFL team?
No one really, but Minnesota at this point, since I'm slowly becoming a fan of them right now.
Man, might as well. You don't have a.
It's only because of Sam Darnold, really.
Hey man, their coach, man, he's pretty legit, man. Some of the clips they put out, about there's one where he was talking to Sam Darnold on the sidelines during the game, like some cool stuff, dude. Really cool stuff.
Yeah, right now they're on a drive, so 2-minute warning.
What's the score?
3-7 Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, Detroit just or they went for it on 4th and 1 and got stopped, I think.
Nice.
So who are you guys rooting for in the playoffs?
Minnesota.
No. I mean like college football playoffs.
Oh, Ohio State right now.
We'll end it with that. So, what about you, B. Jones?
Same. Wouldn't mind Ohio State winning the game. Definitely don't want Notre Dame or any SEC team to win.
Yeah, like Notre Dame, I'm happy that they beat Georgia just to expose them even more. But that's all done for. I don't care about them. I rooted against them anyway, I picked Georgia to win. But I'm happy that Notre Dame upset them, and now everyone's talking about how overrated they are even more. At least the SEC.
For me, I rather, out of all the 4 teams remaining,
Penn State.
I'd rather see Penn State win it.
Because you love Drew Aller.
Yeah, for 2 reasons. I mean,
We played them toughest.
we played them and we should have beat them. And then, we don't need Ohio State with more momentum. We don't need Notre Dame to win, and we definitely don't want Texas to win either. So
Yeah, so I say, I mean, I want to see Ohio State and Penn State in the finals and make it a
Yeah.
whole big finals. So
Big Ten champion. That'd be
Big
nice.
Ten needs to take over. So
Yeah.
far, the Big Ten has really done good in the bowl games, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we undefeated in the bowl games.
I think there's one loss. I think Iowa. Lost late.
Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon.
I think Iowa-
Oh, yeah.
Indiana lost as well.
Oh yeah.
in Indiana.
good
Rutgers
call.
lost.
Good call, yeah.
Shout outs to Nebraska for winning. And shout outs to Michigan beating Alabama.
Yeah.
I forgot Washington.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Oh, you know what we forgot?
Who?
Another Oregon L. They lost
Oh.
their-
Oh yeah, they lost their quarterback. Their quarterback that they just signed like a month ago, and he's decided to go into the transfer portal, and he's probably going to go back to Cal where he should have been.
Yeah, I think it's official now. He's going to Cal. Yeah.
Good.
That's
He
crazy,
should have
man.
been there. He just got the bag, and I'm sure that was a very tempting situation. Then he got there and was like,
See, but that's the thing. Like,
depressing.
it seems to me like he knew all along that he wanted to go to Cal. Cal was a better fit for him.
Yeah, there's definitely people in his ear telling him otherwise. You know.
But the bag lured him to
Mhm.
Oregon, and he
But
realized
then
not.
he made the right decision.
So better late than never. So shout out to that kid.
But it's crazy how it works. So like you sign, like you just sign and then you enter the transfer portal.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I
But
just
alright.
wish they can regulate that though, because like yeah, it's funny when it happens to Oregon, but it's not gonna be funny when it happens to us.
Yeah. No, that's. I mean,
So-
it has. So
Yeah, it has with what's his name, San Mandela or whatever his old line
Yeah.
was.
Jason Zamandela, Sam Mandela. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But
and
Yeah.
Isaiah Rakes as well. I count that.
yeah, I guess so.
I think he could have been a difference maker for us.
I need to this year, but
Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what he did.
Who knows?
But all right, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Really appreciate the 118 people that showed up through both Twitter and YouTube. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next time that we go live. And until next, and hit that join button so you can join Cal Southern, and then you can just DM B Jones or any of us and let us know, and we can pass that along so we can get you made in the game, and hopefully you don't transfer out like some of the people can.
Jay,
So, yeah.
USC.
Oh, come on.
But
Raul, right here, our very own dude.
I'm disappointed in myself, man.
and he almost went to Oregon.
Almost, it was close, people, boys, people, ladies and gentlemen, this close.
Honestly, it would have been hilarious.
I
if
was,
he
I was
did.
leveraging their NIL. It's like, hey,
Makes sense. Smart man.
I got the
All right, guys. Keep the
Fight
torch
on.
burning bright and fight
right
on.
on, fellas.